Take a deep breath in and let it out. Does that make you feel better? Think about what's gone well today. Think about what you're proud of that you've achieved so far, and think about what you're looking forward to in the future. This project is all about maintaining well-being during the coronavirus lockdown. You will all be aware of the changes that the coronavirus pandemic and its lockdown has brought to our lives. Research suggests that lockdown during the coronavirus pandemic is exacerbating existing mental health issues. This project asks you to design activities and tasks for young people to complete during the lockdown period to support them with improving their mental health and well-being. Let's think firstly about lockdown. What impact does it have upon people's daily lives? How does this affect people's well-being? Why can lockdown and the changes to society be stressful? And how might the experience of lockdown vary for different people depending on the situation they're in? Then consider existing mental health issues that people may have. There are many examples of existing issues, for example, anxiety, depression, stress, and grief, but to name a few. How could lockdown and the pandemic make these worse? How might somebody experiencing these issues have a different experience of lockdown or cope differently compared to somebody who isn't going through those issues? And then finally, thinking about the support that is available for people or support that would help people. What can people do to get support for their mental health? How can people support their own mental health and well-being? And what activities can benefit somebody's well-being whilst they're at home? So what do you need to do for this project? You will need to begin by looking into what the research says about mental health in lockdown. There are a range of resources provided for you to get you started, but you can also do your own research to help you with this. Then you will need to find out about existing mental health issues and try and link them to the research that you've done about mental health in lockdown. Finally, you need to look into strategies people can use to support their mental health and well-being, and then also think about evaluating them and which ones you would recommend personally. Do not forget about the 3 success criteria for this project: creativity, content, and effort. This matters for both the research that you carry out yourself and the finished product that you make. On this page, you will see links to 4 videos that will help you to understand mental health in more detail. According to the World Health Organization, from whom we're hearing such a lot from at the moment, mental health is defined as a state of well-being in which every individual realizes their own potential, can cope with the normal stresses of life, can work productively and fruitfully, and is able to make a contribution to their community. The first video is from Mind. They are a charity that provides advice and support to empower anyone experiencing a mental health problem. They also campaign to improve services, raise awareness, and promote understanding. The video, Mental Health in Our Own Words, shows 13 people aged 18 to 25 talk about what it's like to live with a mental health problem and what helps them cope. The second video is from Anna Freud NCCF. This is a research, training, support and treatment centre aimed at transforming mental health for children and young adults. The video, called We All Have Mental Health, provides an understanding of what we mean by mental health and how we can look after it. The third video is also called We All Have Mental Health. This is from Mental Health at Work, and it describes mental health and how it can affect our day-to-day life. The fourth video is of a TED Talk by Sangu Deli called There's No Shame in Talking About Your Mental Health. In this video, he is very eloquently speaking of the stigma surrounding mental health and the difficulties in asking for help. This next collection of videos covers a range of factors which can affect our mental health. So many changes have happened during lockdown, for example, access to outdoor spaces, exercise, social interactions, and stress. These factors all play a part in our mental health. The first video is from Mind, the charity again. In this video, Sir David Attenborough speaks about the benefits of spending time outdoors and how he felt when he had to spend lots of time doing an office job. Video number 2 looks at the effects of exercise on mental health, describing the benefits of exercise and the impact a lack of exercise can have upon mental health, and how exercise has been incorporated into treatment plans for those with mental health problems. Video number 3 is from the UK Mental Health Foundation. This focuses on prevention in a goal for good mental health for all. The video, called Relationships, the Missing Piece of the Wellbeing Puzzle, is a really nice video discussing the need for community connections, social interactions, and relationships. This video was filmed before coronavirus, and statistics show Britain is the loneliest place. How could coronavirus have impacted this further? The final video is from Ted again. This one is about how stress affects your brain. It touches on the science of stress and how hormonal changes due to stress can lead to sleep issues, anxiety, depression, and difficulty concentrating. Other factors that haven't been covered by these videos could include diet, sleep patterns, screen time, and a lack of variation in daily routine. You will find resources for these online, and you should look into these as part of your project. This final collection of videos covers ideas explaining how to improve mental health and a video explaining how to do it, so you can use these to help to create your project. The first pair of videos is about journaling for mental health. The information video covers how to make a bullet journal for mental health, including goal setting, affirmations, mood tracking, tasks to do to make someone feel better. And then the video below that goes through how to journal for mental health and an example of a task that somebody could complete. The second pair of videos, the first one is from the Mayo Clinic, and that is about the importance of exercise during lockdown. And then the video below that is an example of a Joe Wicks PE lesson. And then the third pair of videos, the first one is a TED Talk called Get Hooked on Nature from Ben Klasky, and then the task below is about making a wildlife pond in your own garden. On this slide are a list of resources that you can use to help you in researching the different impacts that coronavirus lockdown has upon mental health and existing mental health conditions. On this slide, you'll see a list of resources aimed at supporting mental health. You will see that a lot of these refer to mindfulness, as this is a particularly simple and effective way of improving mental health and well-being, and something that I personally have used to look after my own well-being. However, mindfulness isn't obviously the only option in supporting mental health and well-being, and it is up to you if you want to research any other options and include those in your project. It's up to you how you would like to present your work. There are a range of options shown on the screen for the format that your project could take and what the finished product may look like. But it is up to you. Bear in mind those criteria again are creativity, content, and effort.
Welcome to the Summer Homework Projects Year 10. There are two incredibly exciting projects awaiting your attention. The first being the STEM project, and this includes questions related to science, technology, engineering and mathematics. The other project is linked to Martin Luther King Jr. You will be wondering how your projects will be marked. So in September, form tutors will mark each project based on the following criteria: effort, content and creativity. They will award a grade 1 to 4 in each category, with 1 being outstanding. Just want to give you a few top tips on how you can achieve an outstanding grading in each of these. It's really important that as part of your research that you do for each of these projects that you show that you have gone above and beyond. Present your work in a creative and unique way to catch the attention of your audience, and think about the content that you include within each project. It's really important that the content that you include answers the question that has been set to you. For every grade 1 you achieve, your name will be entered into a prize draw. There's a separate prize draw for each category: effort, content and creativity. And if you get a grade 1 in all three, you will have the chance to enter a fourth prize draw to one of the most exciting parts of the project, which is the reward system. Now, for completing each project, you will receive 25 credits from your form tutor. You will receive 25 credits for completing a STEM project, and then an additional 25 credits for completing the project on Martin Luther King Jr. In total, there is an opportunity here for you to achieve 50 credits by September, which is equivalent to a bronze certificate. Of course, if you receive any grade 1s for effort, creativity, content, or across all three, there is a chance for you to be entered into a prize draw as well. In addition to the 50 credits, there's a fantastic opportunity here for you to win an Apple iPad. Now, there are 4 prize draws available to you depending on the grading you secure on effort, content and creativity. If your form tutor awards you with a grade 1 for any of the 3 categories, your name will be entered into the prize draw for these. Additionally, if you achieve a grade 1 in effort, content and creativity, all 3 criteria, your name will be entered into a 4th prize draw as well, increasing your chances of winning an iPad. Both projects will be marked separately, therefore there is an opportunity here for your name to be entered 8 different times. If you have any further questions, please do not hesitate to contact your academy by the info@ email address. We are incredibly excited about these projects and cannot wait to see the work that you produce. And most importantly, we can't wait to welcome you back in September.